So a quick one. This is me here. Now, at church today, I had a sermon, and the preacher spoke from Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6 to 11. Let me read it briefly and touch on it briefly. I thought it's important. It was important. Now, to the ant, he said, go to the ant, you lazy person, or you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no ruler, no overseer, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard or lazy? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. So, basically, the scripture was talking about the ant. He said we should go to the ant and learn from the ant. He says it gathers in the summer. It works hard in the summer and it gathers in the harvest. So that when the winter days come, he has something to fall back on. So here's the thing. I was looking at it in terms of my life. As the preacher was preaching, I was thinking that, so what can I do now so that if tomorrow something happens, something goes wrong, I can have something to fall back on? What can I work hard at now that if anything should happen to the people I care about, I'll be in the position to be able to help them? Because things happen. And if there's one thing I've learned about the ant, and I know, is that now during the raining season or the winter, now the holes of the ants is sealed because there's a lot of dust and sand covering or snow covering the holes of the ant. So whether the ant likes it or not, it cannot come out to do anything, because if it does, it's going to die. So it has no choice. During the summer, it has to do everything possible to be able to accumulate. That's why you see the ant always busy carrying things towards the hole, because when the rainy season comes, it has no option. And now, I was thinking in that respect that what if tomorrow I break down and I can't do anything, there's nothing I can do? What am I going to survive on? You're watching me now. Ask yourself, if tomorrow your parents drop and they can't survive unless you help them constantly, unless you provide for them constantly, what do you have that can sustain them for the next 10 to 20 years? What are you building that if something of that sort should happen, it can be able to carry them across? Maybe now you haven't, but you're still not making any attempt to do. That's why I'm speaking to you now, because that message hit me and it got me thinking that, look, I need to do more than I'm doing, because anything can happen tomorrow. We don't plan for bad things to happen. But what if something goes wrong, like the ant, that when its hole is sealed, it cannot come out to do anything, whether it wants or it doesn't want? Because something can happen to you tomorrow. Something can hit you tomorrow that whether you like it or not, you cannot do anything. And you have to survive on something. What are you going to survive on? What is going to sustain you? So here's what I'm saying. Look, if you've been lazy for no reason, if you've been lazy making excuses why you should not do certain things, take certain hard decisions, I'm telling you, when you break down, if you've ever had a surgery or some form of operation or whatever, and you realize how useless and helpless you can be in that state, that you cannot do anything unless you recover and be strong again, then it will make you begin to think that, look, if such a thing should happen to me and I can't do anything for the next 10 years, if it should happen to my family, to anybody I care about, and they can't do anything for the next 10 years and I have to help them, what do I have? What am I doing? What am I building that can help these people, that can help myself if this should happen to me? Think about it and begin to move and take action. Learn from the ant. Now that you're strong, whilst you can use your energy and strength, do something solid. Do something. Don't look at the people around you. Be bold and do something now. Because like the ants in the rainy season, when the winter comes and your holes are sealed and you can't do anything, you're going to die. You're going to suffer. So please, let's take action. I still love you, but God loves you more. But learn from the ant. Gather, now that you have this strength, so that when the winter days come, you can be able to withstand it.